Okay, let's go and talk Call of Duty because today is Call of Duty 7 release date. Black Ops 7. The last real Call of Duty that I super dug into was Black Ops 2. And I'd say that one I was truly invested in. I played Advanced Warfare. I played the other ones, but like the one I truly enjoyed was Black Ops 2. Now, this is actually meant to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 2. Did you know that?
I actually didn't.
Yes, it is supposed to be.
Yes, it is supposed to be. It's supposed to happen after the events of Black Ops 2, and it kind of clears up the ending of it and things like that. But it is out on Steam right now. You can pick it up. You can see the reviews are mixed at this point. The campaign also extremely mixed at this point. It's a 48% by user reviews here. And right now there are currently, it says 78,000 people playing Call of Duty right now.
Well, they also have their own launcher. So
that's true. This is true. That is on Steam right now.
Yes.
Good point, Vera. In comparison to the 78,000 people playing Call of Duty on Steam, compared to Arc Raiders, there is almost 350,000 people playing that game on Steam. Just a quick side note here.
People are sick and tired of them re-releasing the same game every year, just with either slightly different kill streaks or perks or
Stupid
items.
skins.
Right. All they really care about is releasing a new Call of Duty so that they can get new collaboration deals. And it's very sad that that is what Call of Duty has turned into. Call of Duty no longer has a cohesive and coherent theme, doesn't really have gameplay that people expect, and it's sad. I streamed the beta for Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I streamed it a couple of weeks ago when it was the open beta. I did not like the multiplayer, did not like the zombies, and this is coming from somebody who put probably 1,000 hours into Black Ops 1 and probably 1,000 hours into Black Ops 2. I used to love Call of Duty, but I am not purchasing the newest Call of Duty. I've been streaming Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders has been very fun, and it is pretty hilarious to see Activision Blizzard / Microsoft Gaming being absolutely destroyed in, so far, player count, social media perception, and also viewership count. I love to see them get a little bit of a taste of their own medicine.
Okay, well, let's actually talk about that viewership count, because word has gotten around pretty quick about Black Ops, very, in a major way. Let's just go to Twitch, because Twitch has the side-by-side comparison right now. Currently, earlier it was much worse, but Arc Raiders still has more viewers than Black Ops 7. And I think that'll probably flip throughout the day, just because people will get off work and they'll play Black Ops. But the initial reception to Black Ops is less than Arc Raiders right now, which is... obviously.
But also, if you click on Black Ops, the top 10 streamers are sponsored.
Let's take a look. Drops right here.
Sorted by highest to lowest. Yeah.
Recommended for you, high to low. Let's take a quick glance here. Let's see. 22,000 over here. Sponsored drops right here. Collaborations, drops on. We have Nade Shot and Tim the Tatman playing together. All right. So a lot of drops on. You can see a lot, but it's all a lot of the same streams. 15,000 people collaborating right there. Okay, so a lot of talk about this game, and they're playing the multiplayer. But what's really caught a lot of people's eyes is the campaign. And the campaign for Call of Duty, at one time, and I still feel like Call of Duty is a fairly good deal, because I think you get the campaign, you get the multiplayer, you get the zombies. You have multiple game modes in the game, right? And I think at one time, you couldn't do it now, but at one time, Call of Duty could have spun off and sold Call of Duty Zombies as its own experience. They could have spun off and made multiplayer its own experience.
I don't agree that it's a good deal, because if the content is trash, it doesn't matter how much of that content they're giving you. If it's bad content, it's not worth even a dollar.
Yeah, and that's exactly what my husband said, because he's been playing Call of Duty every single release. And he said that it gets harder and harder for him to make a decision to even purchase a new Call of Duty game, because it just looks like ass compared to the OG versions of it.
Absolutely. Call of Duty is just the same recycled content at this point with slight differences, but really they don't have teams of passionate, innovative people anymore because they're firing the veterans in order to hire juniors because it's cheaper. And really, these people don't know what made Call of Duty special. They don't know how to make a good video game. And it's gotten to the point where, an indie game can beat the newest Call of Duty from what we're hearing. And maybe not overall sales, but there's still a very big difference in sales versus public perception. And they need positive public perception. And they haven't had it in a long time.
And they also don't listen to some of the perception and the reception that they get. And so you would think that they would take a note and be like, maybe we should listen since we haven't been doing that well in the last few releases, and maybe even take a note from the success of our creators and the fact that they just made this game so simple, but yet so complicated, and it's so fun to play. I haven't played it, but I've been watching all my friends play it. My husband is obsessed with it, and it just looks like so much fun. So hopefully Call of Duty takes a note. I doubt they will because, as we've seen, they don't really listen.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get into what people are saying about this game. And it's funny you mentioned that. A lot of people are kind of separating. Josiah over on X said, I've been in an abusive relationship for years, but now I'm finally free from it all. This is the first year since Call of Duty Ghosts that I have not bought a COD game. No more investing in a company that treats their fan base like trash and puts out soulless dog shit right there.
Yep.
I think
like Josiah loves COD.
Yeah,
he's
definitely. I mean, I've purchased so many Call of Duties. I mean, I've played every Call of Duty at this point, but I think a major issue that we're seeing with modern Call of Duty is the streamerification of games. They are only listening to streamers. They're only making games for streamers because they know that in a lot of cases it's free marketing, or if they're paying people, it's still reaching their dedicated fan base. And I think that a lot of streamers, it's like the debate that happened, I believe it was 2 weeks ago with Shroud about a game like Expedition 33. Oh, don't let that Expedition game win, because he's only really promoting the games that his audience is going to want to watch, and he's saying, oh, this game should win, this FPS should win because his audience likes it. And so it's like ignoring what gamers are saying in order to listen to the people that are promoting their game.
Okay, speaking of, did you see Treyarch tweeted this out a little bit ago? You mentioned the idea of catering too much to the streamer, to the content creator. Did you see this they said, a little surprise for content creators. Our new green screen map is available in private matches for your thumbnail creation needs. This has been a goal ever since we added green screen to the studio map back in Black Ops 2. You can see, you can go in and more or less screen cap your gun and then put a level in the background behind it and move it to whatever you want. So to make your own custom thumbnails,
I think
time
this
was
is
spent
ridiculous.
on this. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that this is what they should be focusing on. Make a good game first. Make a high quality game first. I mean, I can't say exactly how many content creators are playing their game, but let's say it's 1% of the game's audience. What about the other 99%? You could have put time to making a better feature for them. I even, as a streamer, as somebody who streams 25, 30 hours a week of video games, as somebody who plays basically every new launch, I do not think that content creators should be the ones catered to. I think that it should be the gamers.
1000% agree with you. 1000%. But they want to make it easier. Now, speaking of the gamers have gotten their hands on Call of Duty Black Ops 7. And this clip has been passed around a lot this morning. This is when you watch this, you just simply go, what the fuck am I looking at here? And this is Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
What is this?
Giant version of Harper right there.
Wait, is this real?
This is real.
Yes, this is real. Does this also have the Captain America moment?
Okay, there is. Yeah, I did find some clips of that. Is that in this new game?
The arm, the Black Lady. Yes, that is in this game.
That's
that's like right after this cutscene.
Oh wow!
From what I know.
We integrating Ant-Man into COD now? Like, what the hell is happening?
Well, I'll pull that up in a second. But Cabrutus actually had a pretty good tweet about this, kind of showcasing the back and forth of previous Call of Duties versus now Call of Duties. And this shows it pretty much exactly what you need to see. That was then.
But like, it even looks so much better then. It looks so much more polished and clean. That looks just like a mess down below. Like, it's shit color grading. Everything just doesn't look good. It looks crap. No thanks.
Nothing about the screen grab on the bottom makes me want to play this game.
No.
I like the skybox. I guess the skybox is pretty. That's the best
shout out.
This weird giant laser-eyed man just like appearing out of nowhere. What?
It's like some final boss fight.
Yeah.
What? Anyway,
well,
they call Fortnite silly. I'm sorry. What is this?
The image on the right, cool versus gay.
There you go. Nice.
Yes.
Well, there is some scenes which are very intriguing. And Vera, if you do find that, please let me know. See if you can find that clip, because I saw this morning.
Yeah, I can see if I can find it.
Sure. And this was pointed out over on X, as the first game was in the series used footage from World War II battles and massacres. The second was about MK Ultra, and this game is has this. Now, I wanted to do a little research because I have not played this yet, but I thought, I looked at this and I always try to figure out exactly what's happening when it comes to these things. And I'm like, well, how do we have a giant guy that you're fighting in Call of Duty? This does not seem like Call of Duty at all. So I watched a quick review, and this does explain it maybe a little bit. This is from GameSpot's review as to why you're seeing the giant man here. Let's play this out.
To gain intel on the company and its CEO, Emma Kagan. Kagan is a boring and underdeveloped villain who lacks emotion and whose true motivations are unclear. But at the same time, that suits a character inspired by real-world tech CEOs with far too much money and power. Unfortunately...
By the way, kind of a subtle little bit of shade thrown right there, but that's all right. Let's go and continue.
The talent of actress Kiernan Shipka is wasted on a lifeless character. Kagan and the Guild have weaponized the fear-inducing biochemical substance known as Cradle, which Woods and Alder's team were trying to stop in Black Ops 7. This substance creates hallucinations that drive much of Black Ops 7's campaigns. Some of the best parts of the story are these trippy, down-the-rabbit-hole moments, where you're fighting ghoulish creatures and zombie-style bosses. They're also powerful.
So that is why you have these giant.
So is it a horror game now? I don't get it. Is it in the horror category now? Because it kind of sounds like it should be.
Oh, by the way, I put the clip in the private chat.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Well, look, this is a game that certainly, look, if you know Call of Duty definitely has some sort of previously had a real world element to it. And I guess in this game, they go through and you get exposed to some sort of gas, which causes you to... Yes. Very scary.
Make Arkham great again.
Bingo. Right. Here's the footage of... It's pretty fucking good here. Black Ops 7 campaign is legit comedy here. Here we go. I thought I saw this today and I was like, that ain't real.
Did she just fucking turn into Captain America? Did she just turn into Captain America?
It's so bad. It's so bad.
What am I playing?
Strong, independent women, guys.
What the hell?
She was saving the dudes, man. Saving the dudes with her bionic arms and her bionic leg over here.
My God.
Pretty good stuff. Congratulations on that. It's good. Well, there's more. Saw this other clip as well from Mattify over on once again. Pay attention at that last clip. The guy was like, "What the fuck am I playing?" Pay attention to what this guy says.
What the fuck is happening?
It's a
A
demigorgon?
Little Shop of Horrors? Like what?
Yeah, it's a demigorgon. Stranger Things.
What the fuck? Yeah, bro. Welcome to Call of Duty campaign, dude. Like, what the actual fuck am I playing?
Like that seems to be the common thread. What the fuck am I playing?
It sounds like somebody took like acid and then LSD, and they were like, "How can we make this game and just try to add everything from Stranger Things to Captain America to Mortal Kombat to Off the Grid to the finals to like what?"
Well, this is the problem: is that when you have collaboration events, you know, every week, every couple weeks, every month, your game loses its identity, and the people making Call of Duty now don't know what its identity truly should be anymore. And I actually don't think that a darker, more horror style Call of Duty would have necessarily been bad, actually. But I think it, number one, should have been a spinoff, and number two, they should have committed to that instead of having, you know, some more like realistic military than like what they imagine futuristic military should be, and then having these darker elements. If we had a like Call of Duty zombies themed Call of Duty overall, I actually don't think people would be as angry. But again, they don't know what made the original Call of Duty experiences special. They don't know what Call of Duty really is now.
It really seems that way, and it kind of seems like they're trying to take elements of other games and apply it. Like I saw a lot of Off the Grid in there with the bionic arms and things like that, and it just, like you said, they don't really have an identity anymore, and they're trying too much and they're trying too hard. Just make it Call of Duty.
Right.
That's all people want.
This is the one thing that you've seen over and over again. This is the response. I keep seeing these clips from Black Ops, and I have no clue what the fuck I'm watching. Going out the videos, the game is about fighting giant plants and alien monster plants, right? The game does take place in the distant future of 2035. Just to be clear, for those very, very soon. You can also apparently look for giant knives falling from the sky. I don't know if you guys saw this clip either, but let's check this out.
Is it a kill streak?
No.
What? Oh, so Fortnite.
Bro.
So that's a Fortnite element.
I don't even know what's happening.
Damn, I want whatever these developers were on when making this game.
Seriously.
What the fuck am I playing, bro?
that seriously is the theme.
I mean,
what the fuck is
it's like
this?
they put a bunch of different games in a mixing bowl, ate it as a drug, and then threw it up into a game. Because the thing falling from the sky, that's from Fortnite.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like they had no idea what to do, and they were just, let's just try all these different genres, stick it in the game, and see what sticks. And nothing's landing. Or maybe it will. Who knows?
See how it's fallen over the years.
So look, I know that a lot of you and a lot of people playing this game are going like, what the fuck am I playing? What am I watching right now? And you mentioned all the different things that have been taken from this game. And for me personally, when Advanced Warfare came out, that for me, where you had the wall running and that game to me was way too quick for a Call of Duty. And maybe that was just me getting older and being like, I don't think I can play this game anymore. But the movement in the game was way too fast for me. And then I saw this clip and I was like, oh, this clip here says, not enough Adderall in the world exists for a game like this.
Oh, God.
Check this out.
He's a flying squirrel.
Like, I don't even know what the hell I just watched.
They have to make games now for the Zoomer, brain-rotted Fortnite
I seriously,
8-year-olds.
it's like there's so many. Listen, I play Fortnite. I love Fortnite because I just do. Okay. But I'm seeing so many Fortnite elements in this. Yeah. And I'm like, let Fortnite be Fortnite and you guys be Call of Duty. Like the grappling hook.
It's not Call of Duty.
The movement pieces. Like I feel like I'm looking at the bottom of the screen, looking at the Fortnite loot. Like what do you have in your loot right now? You've got a RPG or a SMG, a shotgun, and a movement piece, and your shields. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What about this loot here? As you all are doing an excellent job of making our way through this segment. Did you see the new loot for Call of Duty? Look at this here. By the way, this would be pretty awesome.
What the?
If it wasn't Call of Duty, right? This is a gun that gets put together. This is
we have magic hands now. What are we, the Scarlet Witch?
Look at all this. I mean, these animations are very fucking cool.
I think this would be fucking sick if they just made, I don't know, a Tron game. Just make a Tron themed game with these type of guns and the futuristic setting, and make everything like bright and neon and colorful and the grid and stuff like that. That would be sick if we had guns like this. But in Call of Duty, it just doesn't make sense.
No,
it doesn't make sense. And like you said, Craig, the graphics are great. And I'm seeing Tron, and last night I played Fortnite, and they added a new thing where you have Sub-Zero gloves and Scorpion gloves.
Oh.
And like this kind of reminds me of that, because I put on the gloves and I killed somebody like instantly with them and freaked out because it was cool. Like, that's very Fortnite. This is not Call of Duty.
Right. That's the problem, is they need to take these types of guns and animation ideas and just make a different game, because it's not Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it actually looks all that great. You guys are saying the graphics look
I think
great.
it looks cool enough.
No, I'm not talking about the gun, but like, let's say the setting, the background.
Oh,
map,
yeah.
I don't think it looks good at all.
Well,
it looks like no improvement.
Well, the problem is this is a map from Black Ops 2. A lot of these maps are just Black Ops 2, but put into this new game. And
it doesn't look
like
good.
they're good maps. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, why not just re-release Black Ops 2? People would be more interested in just straight up buying that than you rehashing these maps, but with all these different modern elements.
I really like what My Ninja Turtles channel has to say on Rumble. When you appeal to everyone, you appeal to no one.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I am, man, the Fortnite-ification of the industry, their ability to find ways to microtransactions, everything needs to be glowy and sparkly. I would love a timeline where we're in the current timeline, but also a timeline where Fortnite Battle Royale was never created, right? Where Fortnite stayed with its original zombie defense, tower defense mode. That's all it was when it officially was released. And then they pivoted. People don't remember that about Fortnite. Fortnite was the Battle Royale mode was a free add-on in an attempt to save the game. And it was initially supposed to be like a tower defense game. But man, think about the timeline, how different the video game industry would be if the Fortnite-ification had never happened to it. You know, it's crazy to think about. Also, I saw the response to this, and I thought this was pretty interesting. Spider, one of the Spider over on X responded to that post about like what happened to Call of Duty. And one big part of Call of Duty has always been and I know this personally because I've experienced this. They've always gone out of their way to take care of veterans with Call of Duty. And that is one thing. You can rag on Activision all you want, but they do have a program built around supporting veterans. It's something that I've personally seen, and it is a good thing. But Spider over on X says, as a veteran, I find it pervasive what they did to Call of Duty. It used to mean something, going beyond what is expected of you in time of need. Now it's tied to this slop in a franchise. I'm curious to see if other vets feel that way, if they feel like kind of their game or their franchise has been taken away from them for Snoop Dogg guns and skins with pot smoke and whatever, right? It's interesting for sure. And also saw this comment says they're an M-rated series chasing the E for everyone money here.
Yeah.
Pretty good statement right there. So yeah, man, it's interesting. And not only is Call of Duty getting outviewed by ARC Raiders over on Kick right now. You can see the viewership there, but also the same thing is happening over on over on Twitch. The same thing's happening over on Kick as well, as more people are interested in ARC Raiders. So at least currently right now. So
I think that what we're going to have to see in, let's say, 2 months, when all of the honeymoon periods have worn off, which game truly stands the test of time. Now, as we saw with Arc Raiders, they launched an event yesterday for their new map, and their new map released today. They knew that was going to happen. They planned it so it went head to head with Call of Duty. And I think, given how aggressive their stance is right now and how aggressive they're being about new content already being added to the game just a few weeks after release, that they are the ones that are going to sort of win this battle. Now, obviously, developers and companies, they can ruin a game very, very quickly, as we've seen in this industry, but they have a 10-year roadmap now. We heard the same thing about Halo Infinite. That was supposed to go on for 10 years, and they just stopped development after only 4. So Arc Raiders also has about 10 years worth of content they claim, but they definitely have a very aggressive approach, which I can appreciate. And I do want to see Call of Duty finally take a hit so that maybe they will turn things around. Now, again, I think overall Call of Duty is still going to sell more, but if you can keep players around, I think Arc Raiders is going to win that battle.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people disappointed with buying this game, expecting something
definitely.
That it's
and
not.
Of course, we know that a lot of the downloads are going to come from Game Pass, and it's not like they're making any money off of those. So, especially with the cancellations we saw about a month and a half ago over the price hike and how upset people were, I do think that their kind of user base now for Game Pass is even lower. Now, I don't think 10 million people canceled their subscription, but according to reports, people were speculating about 1 million subscriptions were canceled because of the price hike.
Yeesh. It's a big old chunk of change. Well, and here's the problem. And I know that I've mentioned this before. When it comes to Call of Duty, I do have this nostalgia for it, right? I think a lot of people do. And the thing is, this game is still going to sell $1 billion. Like, it's going to sell $1 billion worth of games, and people are going to slop it up, and they're going to and it's the same thing with Madden, and the same thing with FIFA, and the same thing with NBA 2K. Like, there's a reason why these are annual franchises, right? Because they know that people will buy them. This is Call of Duty Day is become a holiday for a lot of people. They take their day off work to kind of prestige and go through and play all the games. It is what it is, and but ultimately, it goes back to what we always say: vote with your wallet. So, do you know that if you subscribe, you won't go bald? Just kidding. You actually probably will.